You.
All right. Is it recording? Yes, it is. Welcome, everybody, to episode 10 of the Artist Alliance podcast. I am here with Aramis Hammer.
Hey,
Did I say it right?
Hammer, yeah.
Hammer, okay.
You know, it
I
all
keep
works.
saying
Aramis.
Hammer.
That's cool. That's cool. I mean,
like
it
it.
happens a lot, so I've just adjusted.
I would change it if it was my name. I would put like 3 M's in it just to fuck with people. They'd be like, what is that? I don't know.
It's a Hammer.
It's Hammer.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
We'll just keep it simple. 1 M.
Exactly.
Thanks for having me, Travis. This is dope. Like,
Absolutely.
I sound real official in these headphones.
Right? They're nice headphones.
Let's do it.
We got a nice set of gear here. Thanks to some dumb luck I stumbled across, but it worked.
Okay.
That, and we have other people that in the studio that have contributed to their part too, so we could have multiple person podcast kind of thing.
I love this space. This whole art space is beautiful, and even to welcome me in as an artist. Yeah, I'm excited to share whatever you want me to share.
You got to come down on a second Friday.
I'm coming for real.
Yeah, it's a blast. We got dudes over here with beer and what does he make all the time now? Habanero mojitos? No, habanero Moscow mules.
Okay, that's my life.
They are
Spice.
good as shit.
Spice and a mule.
They are good as shit, and it's
Life
since he's not a legal salesman. He can't legally sell the alcohol that he brews, so
Right.
he's in it for the tips. He's like, tip if you want, tip if you don't. Mm-hmm. But he makes a crap ton of it, and it's good.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
That sounds good. Well, we're here with our wine and beer.
Yeah, we got wine, and I got some Ronier.
I'm with it.
Normally, I've got my friend Kevin is a brewer, and he just started his own legal company, and normally I have his beer on, but I spaced it last night.
Yeah.
I did. I was supposed to grab some, and I just failed. Fortunately, I have a fridge full of Rainier and a box full of wine.
See, that worked out perfectly.
Yeah, it did.
So, what are you thinking for today? Should I answer questions?
Nah,
or
just
what are
want
you
to talk,
thinking?
just chit chat, learn something about you,
Yeah.
get more of you out there, and get more people interested in all of this jazz. That's what
Yeah.
it's all about. What's it like having a studio downtown, though?
You know, it's real interesting because a lot of people think that I live downtown, and I mean, I kind of do. You know, like if my studio's down there, so I'm down there a lot. But I live in Shoreline, so it's just like my morning commute. You know, going down there. It's love having access to everything because since it is a space where I work, you know, I have the couches so I can chill there and lounge. And it's like that perfect middle space for people to meet me. If I have somebody who's interested in purchasing an original, like, hey, meet me at my studio. Or if I have meetings there, all kinds of just
Nice.
it's like a perfect spot to be at. But we're also like right next to this, I don't even know what it is. I don't know if it's like a halfway house or a homeless shelter, but it's like homeless people out there all the time. And when I first moved in, it was a little strange, you know, because they were like,
Is it
always
that spot
there.
with the big Jesus Saves sign outside?
No, it's on 2nd and Blanchard.
Oh, okay. I know
Yeah.
what you're talking about then.
I mean, but they are like the coolest people.
Yeah.
Like I've lost things.
Some
They
of 'em.
found it and like gave it back to me, and they're like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" It's this one lady who says hey to me every time I see her. She's such a sweetheart. Like I was loading my truck for a festival, and it was like midnight. It was nobody out there, and I'm just like lifting these crates of stuff, and and she was just watching me the whole time. It was like 20 minutes of me loading my car, and she didn't say anything. And I'm finally done, and I'm about to pull off, and she's like, "Have a good night." And I was like, "Oh,
That's so
thank
sweet.
you." Like, I mean, you just brighten my night. So they've definitely become an extended family. That's
trade you.
cool. Yeah.
I trade you for our homeless. Man, we got junkies out back here at night. Yeah, and they just leave needles out there. We built up this little fence and shit, and they fuck stuff up.
That's kind of concerning. Like,
It
the
is.
last thing you want is somebody to step on that or, you know.
Dude, I picked up, we were out there cleaning, and it's like a field right there. You can walk through it and stuff. Kids probably play in there and shit.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so we clean it up. We do what we can, but it's bad enough. You know, you got the shithole bar next door. That's just it is. It's that pull tab tavern, you know.
Oh, we love
like
Naked
the dudes
City,
who live
though.
there.
The one across the street.
Naked City's awesome.
Oh my God. Like their spicy chicken sandwich thing. Okay, but now I'm like a vegan.
So, I think there's 2 people. Yeah, 2 people that work there also have a studio down here.
That's who worked there?
Yeah.
See,
Well,
I
I know
small
one
too.
of them, Mel. Short little Texas girl missing a tooth. red hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look, do your thing, Mel.
She is awesome.
She's like, I ain't mad.
She's one of my good friends. She used to live with us in Ballard. It was a great time.
Yeah?
Yeah, we used to have a house full of artists. It was awesome. The whole house.
That's what it's about,
I was the only one there that didn't paint. And I was like, shit. Like, all I did was get drunk and run around with my shirt off because I was 23, 25, around that age.
Good energy. Good energy.
Yep.
So how old are you now? Do we
34.
Do we put that on the thing?
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
I
Well,
don't give a shit.
see, those are still good times, and that's still like a good age. I'm 27. I don't know if that like accounts for anything, but I'm always curious people's age. Like
Same here.
I was watching this interview though with this guy, and he's like a millionaire, and I was telling you how I watch a lot of business and marketing podcasts and stuff, and so this guy, he was really weird about not giving his age. And the interviewer was like, what's up with that? Hey, I'm just asking your age, And he was saying that his publicist told him never to tell his age because people will judge him. Like just people judge him like different things. Like, oh,
they do.
If you're young, you're too young for this, or like, or make them feel like they're behind in life. If somebody's like 24, killing the game, and somebody else in this different age. I mean, none of it really matters to me, but I think he also did make a good point with that judgment. How people are like, oh, well, if somebody's like 44, they should have their shit together. Not really. Like, age is really just a number.
It is, but I've personally seen an issue with age in a hiring process.
Yeah, like what do you mean?
Like, this guy looked young. He looked mid-20s, early 20s. He was old. He looked older than I did at the time because I was 19, but I was running this warehouse. Mm-hmm. And we're sitting there interviewing this guy, and he was talking about how he's 48. And I was like, man, you ain't 48. He's like, yeah, pulls out his ID. He's 48 years old. I was like, God damn.
But he looked young?
He looked real young.
Wow.
He was born and raised in Puerto Rico. He was straight, like his entire family lineage Puerto Rican. And I was like, damn, you aged well. I got that Portuguese shit, so by the time I'm 50, I look 75.
No.
I'm good now. But once this bald spot touches the front bald spots, I'm like,
my God.
There it goes. And I get
Man.
that big, like, Greek-looking belly.
I'm so bad. I can never guess people. But exactly, like, situations like that, when you run into somebody. I have a friend. He's, like, 44. When I first met him, could have sworn he was, like, 26 max. Thinking, like, oh, he's around my age. Maybe a little bit older. Who knows? Yeah, I'm the worst. Just, you can't tell these days. And I don't know if it's,
Nope.
Like the genes, or sometimes people just like live hard. You've seen people who just like, damn, what have you been doing?
They're 35 but look like Iggy Pop.
Yeah.
Like, shit.
Yeah, it's like, do not do whatever drugs that person is on.
If you do, don't stick to it.
Yes. Yeah. So age is always that weird thing.
I don't have to be concerned with it too much anymore, though.
Yeah.
I've had the same girlfriend for 10 years, so I'm good. I'm not like, hey, how old are you?
Right.
I don't have to ask nobody shit because I'm not worried about it.
See, that work. I'm excited to gray, though. I feel like my locks gray is just going to be dope as shit.
It's going to look good.
I'm ready. I'm so ready to be like that sexy, older black woman who's just like, damn, her body's right. Her everything's right. But she's gray,
Yeah.
Like, people just would not guess that I would be my age.
I love that, too, because most people I meet are like, no, I don't want to be gray. I'm like, man, I want to be gray. I don't want to be bald.
Right.
I don't want to be bald. I don't want that back hair coming in. I don't want that shit. I want to be gray.
Back hair. Oh my God.
Yeah. I want to have that. I want to have that like old sailor look, That
Yeah.
old gray beard. If I'm wearing a beanie to cover up the bald spots, I'm fine with that.
Give me the gray locks. I'm about it. I'm so about it.
Gray hair is dope, though. I mean, we saw it take a turn, like, in the past 10 years where all sorts of young people are dyeing their hair gray.
I saw this beautiful little girl. She had to have been around 7. And she had, like, a birthmark in her hair. Have you seen that? Like, when they have, like, the white patch?
I have seen that, but I won't bring it up.
You're like, looking at the camera.
Yeah.
I think that's just, like, the dopest thing.
Right?
I mean, because this, I think, a lot of people probably think of Rogue. Right,
Yeah.
from X-Men, and I just think it's just like so cool. And it was this girl I went to elementary school with, and she had that gray patch, and I'm like, you're just wise as fuck, like you're 11, but you had that. That's so boss,
Yep.
So it's fun.
Yeah,
It's fun.
I worked with this rambunctious ass meathead when I was younger too, at the same warehouse, and this dude had had a gray spot up here, and he had a gray spot on the back, and then he had one down, just like down at the bottom of his head. He had gotten frostbite as a baby.
Damn.
Yeah, and it fucked up his head. I'm like, damn, but just his hair. Like, he was a stable dude. He thinks straight. He didn't have any neurological issues. He just got these awesome little cheetah print gray patches in his hair. I'm like, you bastard.
Don't you love that? Like, I love how the universe just sprinkles in that little bit of mystery, you know? And with that, you would never know that that's what happened to him unless you spoke to him and discovered that.
Yeah. It didn't hurt, like, meeting his parents, too, because his parents are, like, his mom was, like, 5 foot, and his dad's, like, 5'6", and he's, like, 6'5".
Where the hell
just
did he
this
come from?
meathead, just this big, gorgeous son of a bitch. I was like, I fucking hate you.
He said gorgeous son of a bitch.
Yeah, he's like, my parents, like, smoked since they were 10. But he was, like, a health nut his whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah, his parents were
I'm
like,
trying
eat
to
some
figure out how
Fruit
he
Loops.
gets
He's
so
like, no,
tall.
I want some grape nuts.
He's like, give me the quinoa, please.
Exactly.
But what, like, so maybe it just skipped a generation with his height as to why he was so
Maybe.
tall.
Could be because he didn't start smoking at 10.
See, that's smart. That's smart. Well, smoking helps me to sleep. I know we're talking about sleep and like insomnia, but yeah, that's just
We talking
definitely
smoking
like,
cigarettes or?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
It never helped me sleep. Smoking weed helped me sleep.
Oh well, yeah, no weed. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My bad. Yeah, smoking weed helps me sleep a lot, and it just keeps me rest in a restful state.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what it is for me. But
That's not nice too. Living
What?
in one of these states that's like, yeah, we're gonna be the first to fucking do this. Let's give everybody weed.
you know, and now they just want to take it from us in this
I've-
weird way of
They
the
can't take it back though.
getting all the tax money on this shit.
That's true. That's true. But it is cheaper. It is getting a lot cheaper. I
It's
don't
true.
know about down here, but like out in
No,
our
you're
neck
right.
of the woods, I live
Yeah.
out in Woodinville. It is way cheaper now. I was like, shit, there was no way a dealer was going to give me $10 a gram.
That's
That motherfucker
true.
was going to cut me 0.8 for $10 or 0.1 or 1.7 for 20. Like,
Well,
yeah.
I'm hearing from different growers and dispensaries and stuff how the whole process, like since the government took it over, that is really digging into their profits, and they have all these fees they got to pay, all these taxes, like
That's
all
true.
these measures that they have to uphold, which I think is good.
It
like,
is
I
good.
think I think the level of having a standard is good, but when it comes down to hitting small businesses and digging into their profits, now that's where the problem arises in my mental mind.
True.
You know?
True. But, some people might have started off way too hard and outgrew their britches immediately. They're like, oh, yeah, we're going to have all this weed going out. And then they're like, they make a moderately decent, product.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, there's some top quality shit out there now.
It is.
There's
It
some
is.
top, you have to hustle hard. Like all these people that have like the top shit, like the best, the tastiest and stuff, they're not running big operations. They're running little ones because they're testing over and over and over. It's incredible.
That's a good. You know what's crazy? Like me and my guy was just talking about this about Chicago. Like back in Chicago, we could smoke a full blunt, right, and
Yeah.
just be chilling. Out here, I feel like we take 2 puffs or something, and we're just off the fucking
straight
radar.
narcoleptic.
I'm like, what are they putting in these weeds these days? So yeah, some of it I've had to like pull back just because that like West Coast, it's different from Midwest. It's different from Midwest, the South, East Coast, like West Coast. I don't know if it's just
we got
spe-
the perfect
I'm
shit out
telling
here.
you, it's crazy. It's crazy
I
on
look
the
at
West
it
Coast.
like hops. The hops that they put in like a good beer, a good IPA
Yeah.
and stuff like that. They have, I mean, some of the best comes from right here in Washington, and then some comes from down in California. It's like, but no good hops is grown out on the East Coast.
You know, I feel like there's so much good stuff on the West, and it's funny. Like when I would always be, like there's so many damn songs about California, right? And I haven't even been to Cali. I know.
What?
I know. I'm gonna go.
That's my
like
birthplace.
soon. Really?
Yeah.
Where are you from?
San Diego.
San Diego. I'm actually going this October. Our friend, not our friend, I'm sorry. Our cousin is getting married. So we're going out to a wedding there. But I'm like, okay, all these damn songs about the West Coast and Cali and like how beautiful everything is. But now that I live in the Pacific Northwest, I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I really love this city. I really love the people out here. Even though it was an adjustment, but I feel that I made, like, moving out here, I make so many better decisions. Like, I eat healthier. You know, I'm kind of veganish. We're transitioning one day at a time.
Ooh, veganish.
Vegan-ish.
No,
you know,
I do that keto thing. I'm like, no carbs.
Okay.
This is like my first carbs in the past 4 days. Right here.
How is it going?
It's awesome.
Really?
I love every minute of it.
Like more energy?
I have more energy in the morning. I do sleep better at night. And I'm like, oh, man. And on top of that, I just, mental clarity, I feel better. I've done a lot of like research on the ketogenic diet too, because it fascinates me strictly because it's fat-based.
Okay.
It's like you eat a lot more fats. You
Really?
do. But when you're starved of carbs and carbohydrates and sugars, your body runs out of glucose, so it starts trying to find other things to burn.
And it pulls from the fat.
And fat is better.
Yeah.
And once it burns fat, it starts releasing ketones in your body. These 3 separate ketones, and one of them helps open neural pathways too, which is fucking awesome.
So do you meditate at all? Like, do you get real deep
I do.
with it?
I have a I have a meditative pattern while I'm driving.
Okay.
I'm focused.
You're focused. You're in
focused. I'm watching what I'm doing, but my brain is solely concerned with in front of me, and that's it. And because I'll get to work half the time, and I'm like, shit, I didn't stop for coffee. Or, oh, I was supposed to do this. It's like, no, because all that shit left my mind, and I'm just on the road. Because I have an hour-long drive in the morning.
Oh, wow.
And there's no traffic, though, is the nice part.
Okay. Are you up really early for work?
6-ish. I take back roads. I take this back highway that leads all the way out to North Bend, which is exit 34 on I-90. Yeah, way out there. So that's my drive in the morning. Instead of getting on the freeway where it's... Yeah.
Man, that traffic's ridiculous. But yeah, I've been meditating more. It's really, it's something beautiful. And what frustrates me is I wish meditation didn't have such this, like, negative
hippie stigma.
Yeah, and I have this hippie stigma, because I feel like so many people can benefit from meditation if they just really quiet their mind, and not even just quiet, because some people are like, oh, I can't quiet my mind, I can't turn it off. Okay, you don't have to turn it off, but even for a minute, if it's just focusing on something that's more positive or something more beautiful or enlightening.
Exactly.
Because there's so much in this world that's toxic. Literally, before I had came, I went to my gym. My gym just installed like 50 damn TV screens.
Oh,
I told them I cannot keep your motherfucking poison. I'm not about that life. And the lady told me that it's their policy to keep the TVs on.
Yep.
I was like, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Where you go, Gold's Gym?
What is it? Planet Fitness. It was Fitness Evolution.
Yeah.
And I've been with them through the transitions, through the construction, all this, and they installed those TVs. And that was the last straw for me. But I talked to the manager. I get it. I understand. So this is the game plan. The TVs are in front of the cardio machines, like in front of the ellipticals and treadmills. So my gym's on 135th. I live on 145th. So I'm just going to run to the gym. I get my cardio done then. And then where the free weights are and everything, that's like away from the TVs.
Nice.
So I'll do my cardio outside. I'll jog to the gym. But I don't know how that's going to work in the rain. I mean, it's summer now, and it's been hot.
It's been nice.
It's been nice.
It's been beautiful. I love it.
It's been really
I
nice.
love it. I was like, it's still, I mean, it's not hot enough for me.
I
was a desert baby, so I like it. I like temperature 100 plus.
I don't know if I like it, that temperature. I mean, but I can appreciate, Chicago, like in the summer, it can peak to 100 something. Yeah. I'm cool with like 80. Keep me at 80, I'm good. This smoke, though, has been kind of weird. Like,
it's nice. I mean, it rained once and that smoke's gone.
Yeah.
Like 90% gone.
Yeah.
But that smoke in the air, this is funny.
Okay.
If you're flying into LA, that's what you're going to see. It's always like that.
Because it's just pollution.
Nope. It's not even that. Even if people didn't live there. It was still like that.
So is it just the ozone layer?
Old Indian tribes had a different name for it, and it was the Smoke Valley. And it was because the way the wind comes in, the way the tidal winds come in, and the fact that it's surrounded by mountains, that shit just stays there. And since it's
like
always
trapped.
since it's always sunny, it's always high pressure, so all that shit just stays low, and it stays in that valley.
I don't know.
And it's weird.
It's not
a
fun.
trip. But it's like, they're like, they used to call it smog, and now they've realized most of it is smog because of all the driving and shit that happens down there. But like, yeah, even if nobody lived here and there was just a few campfires here and there, still doing the same thing. Like, it's understandable because it's always got a headwind out the ocean.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Like, so it's just a little. Valley.
It's just stuck.
right there. Yep.
Yeah, it's trapped. So are you gonna check out the solar eclipse?
We are.
You got the glasses.
Nah, I don't need no damn glasses.
What? You have to wear the you gotta protect your eyeballs.
I got sunglasses.
Okay, so I came from the library. I can show you the paperwork, right? Yeah. They say don't just use sunglasses. It can really harm your eyes. But all of the viewing goggles are sold out. Even on Amazon, Fred Meyer, Costco, all the stores, it's all sold out. So the library, okay, wait, don't publish this after the eclipse so everybody won't go get them, okay?
Okay.
But Shoreline Library is giving out 800 of them.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
There's a spot up by my work. This convenience store has them.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's out in fucking North Bend, though. These guys can't see a horizon anyways. They're mountains. They get this much skyline because this is mountain.
Yeah.
That's it. It's right there.
Well, it's going to be in the daytime. It's going to be
at like 9 a.m. But we're going to be in Oregon.
Yeah, it's going to be like, something like that, 9:45-ish.
Yeah. Me and the lady and my kids are heading down to Oregon for that weekend. Yeah.
So we were thinking about it.
They talked me into it.
That's
They're like,
so
we
dope.
wanted to go camping anyways. Let's go do it there. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Yes. Oh, my God. I am so excited for you. I was reading the paper. It might be cloudy in Oregon. So we were like,
probably.
Should we just stay here? But Oregon is one of the 100% zones.
Yeah.
Like you'll see the full jam.
And you'll see it through clouds, too, which is cool. I've seen an eclipse before, not a full solar eclipse, but like through clouds, it looks even better.
Really? Because you can probably look at it.
Because you can see the rays shooting off through the clouds.
This is so amazing.
It's cool as shit.
This is so, I don't even want to be getting all metaphysical, but I mean, I'm that person, so whatever. But,
it's happening in my lifetime.
Right, like to see this in my lifetime and also just like all the transitions that happen around solar eclipse, like there's just been major changes happening in my life, and it's been challenging me to adjust, like to get stronger, to become like water and liquid and more fluid and like adaptable to all these changes. It's inspiring.
That's what I love about this area for some reason. People just take on that vibe, and if they don't, they eventually move away.
Exactly.
Which is cool as shit, and more power to those people too. You can't let a place change you from who you are, but if who you are matches the place that you end up at, this is my spot.
Love.
I mean, it is. The only thing I wish is that fall and spring were fucking shorter.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm like, I'll take a long winter, but I want a long summer too.
It gets depressing here. Like I've been here for 4 years, and when I first moved out here, I told my family, like, I was taking real quick. This guy here, just let me know. Okay. Well, my husband's here.
He is here. All right.
Yeah.
Let's pause.
Okay,
this
we'll
shit.
pause
Let's
it.
get him in here. Oops. I gotta stop it.
We'll start it up.
Did it beep? Cool. I can't hear. I can never tell if it beeps. I need a bigger indicator than this tiny
the little red dot.
That little
I think
red.
It's on there.
You can see it?
I think, yeah.
Should have brought my damn
Because
glasses.
my face is over this green thing. So,
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Now the screen's on the front side.
That's perfect.
It's recording. If she can see a little red dot.
You had a output, because then you could have a confidence monitor. Like,
Son, bitch, there's an HDMI on there.
yeah, just get a little,
Man, what am I doing?
get a little cheap screen off Craigslist.
See, this
Boom.
is the guy.
Man, I got like 4 monitors too.
This is the guy.
Sweet. See? Just got some help info there.
Right. And
Thanks.
we're back. Right.
Thanks to all y'all on YouTube and shit that ain't helping me out with all this that I asked for, Whatever.
Right.
I understand. It's hard. You don't want no competition. I hear you.
Did you put the feelers out like, hey guys?
I did.
Nope.
I threw it out for a month there. I only had like the Facebook set up for this. Mm-hmm. And everybody was like, I had like 58 likes. And I was like, how y'all liking shit? I don't have anything. I had a stupid post about, I got my first piece. I got my first microphone. And all this other jazz. But yeah.
Yeah,
I threw it together. Luckily, with again, random excellence. And then other than that, I just dump a few bucks in here and there.
And see, that works.
Got
that works
some
perfectly.
microphone screens and got some shock absorbers so it doesn't go boom, boom when you touch the table. That was the shit. When I first got it, I was like, that little thing?
Yeah.
Right there? Sounded like a bell ringing in here, like a Notre Dame bell. It was like, ding, ding.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to keep my phone off. I was like, man, if it vibrates,
Mm-hmm.
that might mess it
But
up.
that's not bad at all.
That's so awesome.
Right?
But yeah, we were talking about what were we talking? Oh, full time, right?
The full-time
Every
hustle.
weekend, the hustle, the grind. Yeah, shout out to your girl, like killing it. Yeah, same with Andy. Just how he's working Monday through Friday, and then on the weekend he comes and help me with shows, and it's been paying off though, which is really encouraging. So I'm trying to push this space of selling more originals,
Yeah.
like those higher ticket items.
Yeah. I mean, your big ones are money.
The big ones, thank you.
Let's
They're-
take a pause right here. I'm gonna put a couple of them right here in the video. Put them right in my arm. Can you see that?
We're gonna have like a couple.
I'm
of
just gonna put on
those.
my favorite ones too. I
That
don't
is
even care.
awesome. Yeah, I'm cool. I'm so about that. I use acrylic paint, a little bit of spray paint every now and again. My studio is set up a little different now, where it gets a little difficult to use the spray paint. So I've been doing mostly just acrylics. But yeah, those big pieces, they're high ticket items, and like you sell a big original, that covers a lot of expenses. So I'm really trying to push to that space. It can be tough though.
It can.
Like
That it can.
pricing is hard.
Like I saw my buddy Rob here. Him and one of the guys across the hall, Claudio Duran, they did a joint show at Axis down there in Pioneer Square.
That's a dope spot.
Yeah, it lit up. I didn't even know Rob had that many big pieces, and they're big pieces. I was like, that is cool, man. But yeah, like we know a few people too. If you want to like pass off, what's the word? What am I talking about? Hand off business cards and shit.
Oh yeah, network. I'm all
Thank
about
you,
it.
network.
Yeah,
What this is, the networking thing.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, and with those big pieces, I'm learning that people who can afford those pieces have big homes.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
so that's another reason that I'm also painting on a big scale. But the number one reason is because I love painting big. Like I have like these ideas, and I need a big surface and a big canvas to be able to execute it.
Yeah.
But then it's just like, damn, where do I store this when it's done? And how do I, like, will somebody really even buy this thing? But, people are buying them, and it's really affirming, it's really encouraging. So it's just like stepping it up and up. And did you go to Seattle Art Fair?
I didn't, and I don't.
You don't. Okay.
It's. I mean, there's some shit there, and it's 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 that high art program, and it's getting in's like $50,000 and shit like that. That is nonsense.
Like, as an artist, like that's what they have to pay to
Yeah,
have their work there?
yeah.
Get
Like
the fuck out of
renting
here.
out a spot and stuff. It can be. I think it's upwards of $50,000.
Damn.
Is that my phone? Oh. My bad. No, that's not it either. I don't know. I'm getting weird noises.
Yeah, me
You
too.
hearing that?
I'm getting a
Beep,
little bit of
beep,
it.
beep, 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 beep.
So,
Sometimes it's
feedback?
this.
Is it my phone?
Sometimes it's this thing.
Okay.
We did a podcast at our family's cabin, and this sucker was sitting out in the sun while we were doing it, and it got so hot it started sounding like frogs. It was like ribbiting at me. It was like unplugged everything, threw it in the freezer for half an hour. I was like, yep, good to go.
Yeah, I don't know what the little sound is, but I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
What you think, babe?
Do you want to? Back.
I'm so excited.
And we're back again.
We are back
After-
again.
Figuring this shit out. It fucking sounds so much better
It
now.
does.
I'm
I
not
mean,
hearing
it
no
just-
beeping. Thank you, sir,
Yeah,
with your
just need it.
fantastic help. This
Hubby
is
in the house.
yeah,
You
this
just have to let it breathe.
this is how I'm gonna run it like this now. I'm gonna build a little AC box for it.
You were talking about Netflix. Have you seen the show called Abstract?
I have not.
You gotta see it. So it's like it's a show like with 8 episodes. It's just one season.
Is it brand new?
Not brand new, maybe like a year, maybe
Oh,
like
okay.
4 months.
I'm like a week or two?
No, maybe
or-
like 6 months. 6
Okay.
months or a year. Like I'm so bad with time.
I've
feel like
definitely seen the flag up. I've definitely seen it.
yeah, and it's like
on-
all these rainbow colors.
Yeah.
On it. Okay, so you gotta watch it. So each episode, and you don't have to watch all of them. Like click on whatever inspires
I
you.
will. I don't sleep.
You don't sleep.
I'm
good.
working through Netflix's catalog, but they've gotten to a point where they can update it faster and I can watch it.
They're adding a lot of stuff on this abstract. There's 8 different episodes. On each episode, they highlight each different art form. So one of them, I think it's the last one, they did a stage director. Like literally, she did the concert design for Beyonce, Kanye
nice.
West. Like just to see she does these little mini models. Like she builds these little sculptures. Of like, okay, Beyonce's gonna walk out through these open cube thing.
Oh, she's
and
one
like,
of those psychos.
Yeah, she like designs the full set for
That's
concerts
rad.
and like big names. And I'm like, how do you even do? I mean, they had graphic designers, they had a shoe designer, the car designer from what is it? What's the one in Detroit? Chrysler? Is that Chrysler?
I thought they were all in Detroit for a while.
It's Chrysler, right?
GM,
Detroit?
GM.
No, Detroit. What's the one? Not Cadillac.
Dodge, Chrysler.
Is it Dodge?
It might be.
No,
I thought
but
GM was there
the
too.
big one. I think it's Chrysler. I think it's Chrysler.
Okay.
Anywho, they had so a shoe designer, like the guy who helped Jordan design like the Air Jordans. Oh my God, it was just so inspiring to see all these different lanes that art encapsulates. Encapsulates. I'm sure.
Encapsulates.
I'm sure I'm saying that. Whatever. I'm so
Ooh,
bad.
I say everything wrong. Everything wrong.
Encapsulate. It
Out
was
of my
so
first
dope.
5 words, I said was wrong. I said your name wrong.
Oh, that's okay.
I said
That's
everything
okay.
wrong.
I'm telling you, it happens all the time.
Incorrectly. See, I even said wrong.
I said wrong. No. Man, my name is ridiculous, though. So I was named after a cologne. It was my dad's favorite scent.
What if I feel like I read that? Did you post that on Facebook?
I posted it on my Instagram.
Instagram, that's it. I
Yeah.
read that shit.
Well, because some man was like, oh, wasn't it like the Greek god? Like a lot of people think of Aramis, the twin of Apollo. What is that? The god of war? Maybe the god of war. Well, Apollo's music, but Artemis, one of those.
Aries
war,
was the god of war.
love. I don't something. Black hair. Who knows? But it's also one of the 3 Musketeers.
Aramis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
My favorite musketeer.
there's a lot of different things connected with the name, but abstract. Watch it.
I will.
It's 8. I'm like literally. I was watching them again, especially the woman who did Beyonce's thing, just because the thing. I feel that I wish kids had more exposure to the different opportunities in art. It's like you don't have to just be able to paint or just be able to draw, or it's like there's so many different forms of creativity, even sound. Like this is an art form figuring this shit out.
Exactly. That's the whole thing. I had a musician on. I've had painters on. It's like I want to get comedians. I want to get every form of artist. It's shit that my range of what I think is art is insane.
Yeah.
Your paintings could suck, but if you put more time into it than you do anything else, that's an art.
It is.
I don't give a damn. That's your try. Whether you succeed or fail, you keep doing it. That's an art. It's 100% an art.
It truly is. And I mean, like,
oh shit! I turned that way down. Whoopsie.
we're good.
We're good now. My
Testing,
bad.
1, 2.
Sorry for the loudness all of a sudden.
So Travis, I'm so excited about this. Like, okay, so Andy knows that I've always wanted to be the sexy girl voice, like on a track.
Ooh,
Like
there
you
go.
would hear songs and like, I just want to be like, put me in the studio, let me be the sexy girl on the phone. There's another documentary too.
Hold on. You said that, and all I could think of is that track from Tupac. There's a bear shit in the woods, wipe his ass with a furry white rabbit, and she's like, mm-hmm.
That would be me. It's like, put me in,
Yeah.
It's this documentary about voice actors who do the voice for cartoons.
Oh, yeah.
That's the truth.
One of my favorite voice actors was Luke Skywalker. Mark Hamill plays the Joker in every goddamn instance he can.
He is amazing.
And he kills it as the Joker. But I every time I hear his voice, I'm like, it works. But then I see his face, I'm like, you could not be a Joker in real life. I'm like,
some
somebody's
people-
gonna see you and be like, is that super white face Skywalker? What the fuck's happening?
Yeah, I mean, like some people just have a voice for radio.
Yeah.
I mean, have a face
for radio.
But it's fun. Like you could still be kind of famous or still get like a level of achievement from your voice, but still be able to walk through the world freely and not have like the fan base, like all the bullshit. It's like, it's just your voice, and you can change that if you need. Like Rick and Morty, I'm sure they don't sound like that in real life.
I fucking love Rick and Morty. You ever watch Bob's Burgers?
Let's talk about. We fucking love Bob's Burgers.
So one of the girls, okay, two of the girls back here, and me and my girlfriend all lived with one of the girls that works for them now. Like, she used to work at a sandwich shop down in Ballard with my girlfriend.
She works for the writers and like designers of Bob's Burgers.
Like, she's an artist. Like, she creates some of their comic books and shit now. She goes hard on it. But
that is the dream.
When we were hanging out with her, she was always painting. She was always doing cool stuff. And my girlfriend got on her case. Because she used to take a Stranger. She'd take the Stranger magazine and she would redoodle the cover of the Stranger. Like, in an hour. And make it into something entirely different. Damn. Like, one time it was a cover of two girls at some sandwich shop in Olympia, I want to say. And they had a big editorial on them. She didn't even read it. She grabbed it and she started drawing those two girls as my girlfriend and her. And it was the coolest fucking thing I'd ever seen.
Insane.
I'm like, dude,
she was destined for this.
Yeah, absolutely. And everybody told her that too. They're like, you need to get the fuck out of here. For a while, she was designing like video games, those little handheld ones.
You need to get the fuck out of here. Yeah. Like you knew that she had greatness in her.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm spitting.
I do it all the time. That's fine.
What is your dream job? Like, well, not job, but like dream career. Or...
Now it's this.
Really?
Yeah, this is new to me, and I am in love with it. And
Damn.
like I said, I messaged you before. I wanted to do a whole series of the people just in here. I wanted to do like a straight week of them, but I couldn't correlate with everybody, and so I was like, I'm not waiting. I got the itch. I need to be.
Yeah.
I need to do it, and so I did it. And I was like, all right, I got other people, and whenever somebody can, I will. Anybody.
Podcasts are huge.
Shit.
They're huge. Like, they're on the rise.
So much fun. It is. It's a great thing. I mean, it sucks. I look at it. It kind of bites for my family right now because I'm doing the 40-hour work week, 60-hour work week half the time.
Damn.
And then I leave work and I come here and I go home. My son's asleep, and then my girlfriend is just like, dinner's in the microwave. I'm like, shit. Sorry, boo.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But I just like when it's something you love, you know, like.
Exactly.
But I have to check in too, you know. He'll be like, hey babe, reel it in. You know,
exactly.
I need to be making sure that I see you. But it's like when you get that passion for something, when you get that fire for something that really inspires you and gets you excited where you could really do this all day. Oh, I'm excited for you.
But now I got this bug where I'm like, I've started listening to podcasts like a year ago, maybe two, heavily. And most of the podcasts I listen to are comedians. I'm like, nowadays, man, I've got a whole bunch of material I've written down. I was like, I just want to go drop it on a stage one day. See what happens. Like, if I could do that. But then I'm like, that's more time away from my family. And I'm like, I can't do it. I absolutely can't. I'm like, if I get to a point where I don't have to work for a while, I'll do that. But
okay.
I'm like, I can't take on more. I can't provide more time to my fancies than I can to my family, which I already do now with work in general.
I respect that.
Sucks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like, you know, just having that balance. I think that's a common thing I hear with people, just like work-life balance, like just figuring out what you want to do in life while still making time for your family. What I feel grateful is though is like having somebody who understands that, who supports that, you know, and like and even with your girl who's such an amazing artist, I feel like she also like respects that and understands because of her level of hustle.
That was hands down my goal was helping her get to that point because, you know, we got a son and I've got a daughter, and we don't want to not be with that kid all the time. And I couldn't imagine her if she had to be 8 hours away from him every day. It's like she'd eventually get used to it, but it was like if that had to start now, she would lose her shit.
Damn, I bet.
Yeah, she would lose it. Like,
and
even,
that's cool to
even
have
being with him for 8 hours every day, she loses it. But
yeah, that's a lot. I mean, how old is he?
He's 7.
Okay, so he's
little
in
boy running around.
First grade? What's it? Second?
He's going into second now.
Okay, yeah. So school helps, right? Like,
yeah,
I love it. Like when parents are so happy.
Helps.
Like when parents are like, school is coming back. Send those kids to school.
But it's definitely nice because, you know, looking at it, it's like, it's bad for her. I see it all the time. where even if the kid wasn't around, say if he was doing camp or school for a week or something like that, then it's still just her all day by herself doing her stuff. And then, so it's just like her being at another job kind of, but she likes it. And that's
right.
what
It's like creating her art, But that's true. Like being entrepreneurs and like business owners and stuff, it can be lonely. So it's great having spaces like this, like share spaces with other artists. You got the energy, you bouncing those ideas off, and like you aren't just at home, on your computer doing some stuff. Like if I'm working on something in the computer, sometimes I'll be at home. Sometimes I'll bring my laptop to the studio that's shared. I share it with about like 18 other people. And it's a big space, so I have their energy. Today, did not feel like driving downtown, so I went to the library. No. But I noticed like if I'm at home, I'll eat. I'll go to the refrigerator. I'll
turn on the Netflix.
Turn on the. It's like but so it helps me to stay focused. Surrounding myself around other people who are about their shit too. Like on that grind, keeping that energy going.
Yeah.
Helps.
It's one of my favorite things. I say it every goddamn episode now. One of my favorite things is watching the hustle and seeing it happen and seeing her move on to a point where she doesn't have to work a 40-hour-a-week job, and then hoping that if I keep putting in my time, she keeps putting in her time, she gets to a point where I don't have to keep working a 40-hour-a-week job and I can start on my grind.
That's exactly what our thing is, like he's like, okay, I'm just waiting for you to blow up so that I can quit my job and we can both be out here grinding. Yeah, man, it's so exciting to dream though, because it starts in our mind, having that visualization and feeling it and getting excited about it and then making it happen, So before this, I was a nurse. I was a registered nurse, Swedish hospital.
Man, everyone I know.
Yeah,
everyone I know nowadays.
Like nursing's good, like nursing is an interesting thing. Nursing, I think, is a great profession when it comes down to security. Like when I see just with our it's
a good thing because no matter where you need to move, you have that opportunity.
Exactly. It's job security to the fullest extent. I also believe it takes a special type of person who can be a nurse,
It does. I don't give a shit enough about people.
Yeah, and
they're like, I'm bleeding. I'm like, fucking bleed.
And
Shut up. Put some duct tape on.
Like the problem is, like I felt like maybe I cared too much, which sounds kind of silly, and it sounds like you're supposed to care. Da, da, da. But yeah, it was really consuming me emotionally and mentally, where I just had to step back because I also didn't want to go numb. Like you see nurses who've been nurses for like 20 years and they're like, oh, we have this suicide victim coming. I'm like, damn, this is like, bro wants to take his life. Like, can we deal with that with a little bit of a level of sensitivity?
A little bit of compassion.
Little bit of compassion. And it's just, like we'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, we got 3 gunshot wounds coming in. And it was just there were so many people who were just apathetic and numb. But I get it because we need those defense mechanisms to kind of like keep us sane. But do we? Is that how we should be as humans? Just like numb to other people's suffering?
When it comes to a village, no. When it comes to the massive amount of people that we are now, yes. You have to be numb to some shit.
Well,
it's like you walk inside and you see this beautiful spot. You see all this beautiful art. What are you numb to right now? The fact that there is needles in that goddamn field right there. Yeah, there's a level of numbness that comes with a level of beauty, and you see one and it counteracts the other, and the other's not so heavy in your head anymore.
That's a good point. I don't know if I would call it numb though. I feel like numb is
not
like,
numb, but back in the mind.
Yeah, some ways where you're coping with it in a different way. Because if it's in the forefront, then you're just gonna be constantly fucking depressed. With the shit going on in the world. If that's constantly in the forefront of your mind. Oof. Yeah,
you as a nurse, you see that one guy that came in trying to commit suicide, but then you see 10 kids that come in for their checkup.
Right.
They're just needing to get their stuff looked at, or
keeping that balance.
And they're chipper and they're cool and everything's right.
Oh my God! So that reminds me of my my pediatric clinicals. When I was in nursing school, we had to go to a clinic and we had to give shots to like newborn baby. Like when they're first born, they Hep B shot and like all these different vaccines at 6 months and then a year.
Yeah.
And so all these babies would come in this clinic and we would give them shots. It was like the worst thing ever. I felt like the worst person in the world because we would have to like hold these babies down and give them little shots in there. And the baby is literally screaming bloody
that's
murder.
me now, though.
Bloody, they are
Somebody's
so
coming at
mad.
me with a needle. I'm like, fuck you. I will fight you.
Every element of it, I just felt like such a mean person. But it's like balancing it. How you say it? Like balance with thought. Like I'm helping this person. I don't know about vaccines, but whatever. You know, if somebody's coming in for something and I'm giving them pain medicine via shot, okay, I'm helping this person. I just had to rationalize a lot of stuff in my mind, just keeping that balance of hurt and help.
You do.
It's so weird.
That's what I'm looking at now. I'm like this right here, this little stint here, instead of being at home with my family, it puts a little bit of draw on that. Not a whole lot, because they're very understanding and they're super happy about what I'm doing here. But it'll provide some benefit to somebody, hopefully. You know, as of right now, I don't have jack shit for viewers, but
I mean, look, this is going on like my Facebook. Listen, world, okay? Like the world's gonna see this.
Facebook.
Yeah, we're gonna share this on
every
the
artist I've
grams.
had on so far, they're like, I'm gonna share on
YouTube,
Facebook, all this shit,
like,
YouTube, everything.
letting the world know. Letting the world know. I mean,
and then, like I said, this is episode 10, so after tonight, I'm going to start ripping down the first 10 episodes and putting them on an actual podcast form instead of just YouTube. Because it's definitely beneficial to have art on a video format, but I should also have that audio format because, you know, nobody's driving. I mean, I do. I put on YouTube when I'm driving and I throw my phone to the side because I don't want to download the shit because my phone's got like half a gig of space right now.
Yeah. I mean, I listen to so many podcasts via YouTube on my phone, just having them playing. I mean, so I think YouTube is definitely good. I hear a lot of podcasts are on Spotify.
Yep, Spotify.
How do you even get on there?
You can set up an account and
anybody can do that?
Yeah, I think you might have to pay on Spotify. I don't know. I know like things like Stitcher. I don't think you do have to pay. I think you do once you like exceed a certain gig level. Once you've uploaded so much media that shit like that. But I'm like, fuck, at that point you don't need that service. Once you have that much material, once you have that much content, you just make your own damn website with your own download links.
100%.
Yeah, and you don't need them anymore.
That makes perfect sense. I mean, podcasts are really blowing up. And when I was thinking about podcasts, did it literally start from iPod?
Yep.
Like, remember, like podcasts were on iPods?
It was the word broadcast from an iPod. That's what it was.
Look at that.
Broadcasting from an iPod.
I think I got my first iPod. I was like a sophomore in high school. One, I was just late to everything.
I have never owned an iPod.
Really?
No.
So what's that about?
I'm against Apple. I'm mostly against Foxconn. Just the way Foxconn runs business.
Okay.
Same with my whole protest against Starbucks. I don't want other people to not have that shit. But on top of that, just Mac product in general. I'm a computer savvy.
Is it Steve? You don't like Steve?
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. Be the hipster turtleneck wearing dude you want to be. But I'm a Linux user. I always have been. I've never liked Windows. I mean, I'll use Windows before Mac at any time. But Linux is full open source. Everything's at your fingertips. You can access every part of the programming you want to.
Wow. Yeah. I don't think I've heard of that. Babe, do you use it? Okay. Yeah.
I was there during the uprise of Windows and Mac and stuff, and I remember I was like, man, these suck because it's like if you want to do something that the programming says you shouldn't do, you can't fucking do it.
Yeah, it's limited.
I'm like, the hell with you.
I remember Zoom, though.
I understand how your programming works.
Was it Zoom?
Zoom,
and they were I was like, you can't. And what's so sad is like Apple's just such a big beast
because of iPod.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for the iPod, if it wasn't for HTC.
Okay.
Apple
yeah, he likes
crashed.
that phone, the HTC phone.
HTC developed a tablet in 2001. Yeah, developed a tablet
in
2001. Mac bought it, took their whole shit.
Wow.
Yeah,
I did not know that.
And then did not allow them to use that format. So HTC had to come up with a whole new format and stayed alive.
Shout out to them. Yeah. Like, now that's the grind right there. Like when somebody takes your baby and then you still make it though, you know, like that's a true testament of success. That's dope.
I mean, there's a lot more intricacies to the story.
I'm sure.
but-
I'm sure. Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, like, first iPod, I was like a junior in high school and when I got my first cell phone. Like, it was just, and it was like one of those Nokias. Remember the green screen?
Yeah.
And it was like the one little game. I remember
Snake.
the games on the snake. What's the TI-83 calculators? T89?
Yep.
Whatever
Some
the
shit like
calculator.
that.
The little cube game.
Yeah.
I
or
love
you could
that
play
game.
Drug Wars on that shit. That one was the
What?
bomb. Yeah. He knows what I'm talking about. Drug Wars was the shit. You start out as and you could be Batman, and then you can end up being, like, your name changes to Albert Einstein and shit. Yeah. Drug Wars was the shit. You had to learn how to sell drugs on a calculator in class.
That is ridiculous. I mean, but those were like
It worked.
the best years. That was fun. You know, like that's true nostalgia.
Old tech is the shit.
Old tech? I don't know them.
No, that's it.
Just old tech in general.
Old tech.
Okay,
Old
I'm
tech
thinking
is
that's like
where
a
it's at,
brand or
yeah.
something. Yeah, and you know, there's so much nostalgia. I bought a boom box from the Salvation Army for like $7, and I just got it because it was dope looking. Like, I was thinking about having it a part of this art show, like the group of my girls, the Trill Effect. It's 3 of us. I'm the painter, 2 poets. One of the artists, she's a mixed media artist and model, and she does visual short films and poetry and stuff. And so I was like, well, maybe I could like spray paint this boombox gold, and it could be a part of this exhibit or do something dope with it. I've just had it for like 2 years because I feel like it's such this nostalgic piece of old tech.
Yeah.
That's just, you know, we got to hold on to that.
Yeah, a little bit. But then you look at it and you're like, okay, what if I, instead of spray painting you gold leaf the whole thing, and then afterwards you paint like a few stripes on the side so it looks like that's got that old step haircut.
Yeah, the throwback.
With the top pulled up and the top's black and it's looking all fucking cool as shit.
Now that's clean. That's a dope
Instead of
idea.
In front of the speakers, you mount a couple records that turn all slow.
See, that's really dope.
That's all I have is ideas. I don't have the talent to pull shit off though.
I mean, that's how we stay inspired, though. That is such a good idea. And, you know, what that also made me think of Adidas, too. I mean, you know, like that era with the stripes and, like, Adidas and, like...
Everybody, back in the day, everybody had that damn stair step. I had it. I had it when
you
I was a
had
kid.
it? That's
I had the
nice.
stair step haircut, and then I had, like, this cowlick that went down this whole seam on my face. It was nasty.
I love it. Well, you know, Kendrick was trying to bring it back on his Good Kid, Mad City album. When he was on tour, he had, like, the 3 lines...
Everybody's trying to bring something back.
And they're out trying to bring... You know, I was watching...
I got a fanny pack.
Don't wear it.
I have a motherfucking fanny pack in my car. You know why? The dude that used to sit at this wall right here has his own company, Paper Diamond Clothing. And
Okay, he does it in leather, maybe?
No,
No?
it's vinyl, but it's black, and right on the front, it's got this thing that says Northwest Till Death, and it's got this little skull and shit. It's cool as fuck.
That
I
sounds
love
cool.
it.
And that's the fanny pack?
Yeah, that's my fanny pack. And I was like, I've been sporting that, and people at work give me shit. I'm like, motherfucker, yesterday I came in with a purse, dude. Like, chill.
Right. Look, you make your own style. I'm about that. You know, we're individual. Be like, I'm an artist. I can do this.
My old boss was this old dude from Montana, right? And he was looking at me. He's like, what's with that purse that you got there?
Don't
right?
hate.
But this dude's got
probably wanted
this
it. That's
dude's
what he
got a
wanted.
walkie-talkie mounted on his belt over here. He's got his cell phone on this side. He's got his keys hanging over here. He's got all this shit hanging off his belt like he's fucking Batman.
If he
I'm like,
had your
man,
purse.
shut up.
See? He could have put it all in
No,
one
I was
bag.
straight up. I'm like, nobody should have that much shit on their belt unless they're John Wayne or Batman or a police officer. So you back the fuck up.
He was a hater. He
I
was
know.
because he could have had all of that in the purse.
He was straight up.
And I
"Men
feel like
shouldn't
everybody
wear
should have a
purse."
See, that's sexist. Everybody.
I just
feel
looked
like
at him and said,
everybody should
men
have a
shouldn't
purse.
have titties.
Right.
He's
And then-
old
does
fat
he have
Montana dude with sagging titties. God damn it.
Oh man, yeah, that probably hit him hard. Did that hit him hard?
No, not really. No shame. He's from Montana, dude.
Montana's dope. So we drove here from Chicago.
He's like, I got sunburned through my jeans.
We went through Montana and
It's
we went to
fucking
Yellowstone.
Beautiful, right?
Yellowstone National Park. Oh my god. Oh my god. It is exceptional. I mean,
Until
it just gives me
erupts
faith.
and fucking eliminates this whole continent.
Yeah.
Now we're real close to it, too.
Yeah. Yeah. That's kind of scary. It's like, where do we go? I mean, I guess the East Coast. But
know.
who knows? Like, it might.
I'm hoping heaven, but I mean, fuck.
You know, I don't know. There's so many countries I want to go to. Where have you been, like, around the world?
Nowhere.
Okay.
I've been around this spot. I've been
Okay.
around this spot and south of this spot, but that's
Well,
about it.
Cali, right?
Well, no, I'm talking about like the United States. I've been around here a bit,
Yeah.
do a little bit of traveling around, but like, I mean, realistically, I want to go to South America.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go to fucking Africa. I want to go to Europe. My girlfriend wants to go to Ireland. That's her like family lineage, birthplace. I want to go to Japan, like a motherfucker.
dope.
Japan's my spot,
Yes.
the epicenter of tech. Ugh.
That is so
And
inspiring.
Japanese food is my favorite.
Man,
And
we
Japanese
love Thai.
anime is my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I started on Netflix. Like I fucked up Netflix anime. Netflix doesn't have an anime I haven't seen. I'm like, nope,
Man.
I've seen it. Nope, seen it. Shit. I was like, I'm a nerd. I'm
I mean,
nerd
we
as
gotta
fuck.
travel the world. We gotta travel the world. I feel like that's where like the best ideas come from. That's where we get just open minded about things.
That's-
Like the shit. Like people who I feel like are closed minded are the people who have traveled the least.
Yep. They just
You
stay.
know?
They pick
Yeah.
a spot and they're like, this is good. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah,
I'm
have
like,
no
your
other
kids are grown.
views.
What are you doing?
Right. No other views, no other world perspectives, no other ideas about like how other people are living. So I mean, which I get it. Like that can make somebody closed minded if they're only interacting with their little circle of people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That was my favorite part about having kids early.
What?
Like I realized my son's gonna be 18 in 11 years. You know what that means? I'm out. I'm like,
You doing
I'm like,
your damn
you're,
thing.
You're on yours. I'm done wiping your butt. I'm done. I mean, I will always help you.
Yeah.
If you want to join us,
Maybe
join
not wipe
us.
your ass, but I'll
I'm
help
like,
you do
I
other
will
things.
Do whatever I can to help you. But now I'm gonna get rid of everything I got.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a sailboat, and I ain't gonna see another English-speaking human being for a while.
Oh man, that's a dream though, right there. I don't know about the cell, but we're so seasick.
That's
It's
my
ridiculous.
girlfriend too. She's like, I ain't going into open water with you. I was like, I'll stay near a shoreline. Just stay. We'll just circumference the whole world the slow way.
I just need like a big boat. I just need like a bigger boat, and then I sound good. Like I'm loud in here.
Yeah, I turned yours up a little bit.
Okay. 'Cause I was leaning
You
back.
kept backing off.
I love this. I feel like I'm on the Breakfast Club. You watch the Breakfast Club?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
He's like,
That's-
hey.
That's what I was telling
I'm
her
on
at the
the
beginning. I was like,
Breakfast.
I just had this, and I was like, after a while doing podcasts, I'm back here like this.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. Oh shit, that's right. I gotta get close.
Right.
Like,
So this is perfect.
Having the headphones,
This like
Shit,
reminds me to.
I
I
can
saw
hear
I saw an interview with Jamie Foxx, and he was on a podcast and he had the headphones on, but he didn't want to like squish his hair.
Was it Joe Rogan's?
Like a fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, and
Joe Rogan.
he had him upside down.
Yep.
Because he didn't. I was like,
So
it would be Jamie.
Joe
Foxx.
Rogan is the number one reason I am doing this.
Really?
Yeah, he is. He's always been one of my most. I'm one of the people I'm most fascinated with. I loved kickboxing. I saw some of his tournament things on or some of his older stuff on YouTube and shit. And I saw that he did a podcast. And I was like, oh, I should look into that because I used to send videos in. I used to go to my friend's house, have him record videos of me doing stupid ass shit and sending it to him on Fear Factor. I wanted to be on Fear Factor so
Where they eat the
fucking
cockroaches
bad.
and
Oh
shit?
yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Oh no!
I will eat
I don't give a fuck. I will just eat them.
I will eat everything with a smile on my face. I am not afraid of shit, and I'm like, that's probably why.
And you would have won that money though. See, like that's the thing.
Maybe
like,
because I'm not talented. Like if somebody was like, "Oh, you have to run across this slack line," I'd be like, "Fuck, I can't do that shit." Damn. Not because I'm afraid of heights, but because my feet don't work right.
Damn,
I'm
that show
dumb.
was crazy.
I never miss an episode. Now Ludacris does it.
You're kidding.
No, Ludacris does it now. It's fucking dope. It's fucked up now. They had this part where
Luda.
this dude had to put like a scorpion in his mouth and then remember like a code and go and put the code in and then spit it out, and then his girlfriend had to put cockroaches in her mouth and do the same shit. You have to remember like this 12-digit code. Yeah, that wasn't happening.
How do people like? I could imagine it trying to crawl down my throat and just like throwing up and just forgetting every fucking thing that I was supposed to remember.
Right?
Like how do?
That's the whole purpose. They're hoping on your fears. I'm like, shit. I would have been like, I have to start over. Why? I swallowed a scorpion.
Your kid Luda. Oh my God. Shout out to him. Like, so Luda, I think, is one of the most strategic, intelligent, creative, artistic businessmen that there ever was. Okay, so dude went to college, and I feel like he doesn't really publicize that, which no big deal. Like it doesn't make you great, doesn't make you less, like whatever. But
it definitely helps.
Like it helps. So he comes to all of his like endeavors with this strategic mindset, you know. So with music, I was listening to some interview. He was saying like how music was like this gateway for him, and then he got into film, and now he does like. I don't know if he's doing investments, but it makes sense for him to be doing.
He owns a lot of shit.
Yeah, like that's just like a smart move, you know. And for people
early on, didn't he buy like a shit ton of Church's chickens?
What?
Yeah, he like bought them so that they wouldn't go under or some shit like that.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
I could be wrong.
I wouldn't be surprised because I feel like
shit I read on the
he's
internet
a hustler.
somewhere.
He's a hustler. Well, and Chicken and Beer, like one of his dopest albums ever. So, like, buy as many Churches of chickens as you want. Like, that's a staple in his Luda brand.
That's true, but I'm not a fan of Churches.
Yeah, no, it's greasy as hell.
It used to be good.
I mean, I never really ate there though. Like Popeyes was my thing.
Popeyes was good.
Yeah.
Popeyes is still good. There's a Popeyes in North Bend, which is awesome. I'm like, what? Like, I could get a po' boy on.
Now Popeyes, KFC, you know.
That was my first job. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
Yeah, my first job was frying chicken. KFC.
Was it all right?
It was fucking awesome.
You get food at the end.
Dude, I
you
would walk out every day with a bucket of chicken. I would hand buckets of chicken to the hobos on the street for a bag of weed. I'm like, yep, I'm good.
So let's do this fair trade right here. That's the barter system of America.
I was doing the day shift, so I'd go to night school, and I was like, yeah, let's do this.
Yeah.
Like, perfect. I do that, get off school at 8, go hang out with my friends, get home at like midnight.
You like that's a dream.
It was great.
That was good.
Told my mom, she was like, what the fuck? I never see you anymore. I was like, all right, I'm just move out. She's like, yeah, that's a good idea. I was like, all right.
That worked. Yeah. I mean, Popeyes was, I like their biscuits. Popeyes biscuits. KFC.
I can't talk biscuits right now.
You know, oh.
I can't do it. No, there is a spot. I've had the biscuit. The biscuit.
Have you had Biscuit Bitch? Is that where
Fuck
it's at?
Biscuit Bitch. Biscuit Bitch ain't shit.
I hope they're not watching this.
No, they're good. They're
okay,
good.
okay.
They're better than Popeyes and KFC.
Okay, let's
they're
move
better
over.
They're like the top 98%.
It's like, fuck Biscuit Bitch.
No.
Damn.
Morsel.
Okay, Morsel. I haven't heard of them.
There's a spot in Ballard. I think it's called Biscuit and Bean. But I swear to God, their biscuits are 97% butter. Like, you bite into it and shit just soaks out of it. You're like,
just like skids out.
But now they make breakfast sandwiches out of it. One's got prosciutto and like goat cheese and shit. And I'm like, all right, that's.
Oh my God.
I was like, that sounds a little fancy. And then I eat it. I was like, man, but it tastes so humble.
See, this is family right here. This is family.
This is beautiful. And then, yeah, they got, oh man, they have a sriracha one. They got cheddar chive. So but their biscuits. There's another one in the U District. They were on. I want to say they're on that Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dive shit, and it helped them out.
That's a dope show.
But you ever do the U District Street Fair? Mm-mm. It's like West Seattle, but I don't know what the fuck it is. Like,
is it better?
There seems to be more money.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, because these college kids was like money.
Yep.
Parents send them the money.
Yep. Or parents come through there with the kids and like, oh, let's get this shit for your apartment.
When is it?
It's on. It's in the U District. Fuck, I forgot the name of the street. It's on.
No, I mean, like, when is it?
45th?
It's already passed. Maybe I could.
Yeah, it's spring.
The one next year.
It's spring.
Okay, spring.
I will send you some info. It is the one of the two that we don't miss. There's that one.
Okay.
And then there's West Seattle.
Okay, I gotta
we don't
do
miss
that.
those.
West Seattle was cool. That was my first time there.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
That was my first time. So I felt like I had a pretty good show. People were telling me too that like more people
Did you
come.
do really good?
And yeah. I mean, well, I've done better at other shows. I mean, I've done better. Yeah, at street fairs, but like big, like folk life. You know,
okay.
folk life.
I mean, this year we fucked up West Seattle.
Yeah.
Like we walked away from there like, how much fucking money we make? Fuck, we're gonna buy good champagne.
Right. So we're going out to dinner tonight. I love that. After shows, I'm always like, let's go out to eat.
We went to Total Wine and Wajimaya. We're like, can we buy a whole pig?
Yes, I love it. I love it. That was. I mean, I'm coming back. I'm coming back next year. It was dope. And people were saying like you kind of develop a following of people who see you on a consistent basis, and they're like, yeah, I remember you. I'm coming back.
It's a little rough. Like you were further up. That was place we were the first year that we did it, we were actually right next to the band. We were in that little artist alley up there.
Oh,
that sucks.
yeah,
it was
I heard
good.
that's
Like
kinda-
we did all right, but it was like
Yeah, no.
it still kind of sucks. But like way further down on the end that we're at, we're really close to the end, but we're right in front of that bakery.
Everybody goes.
There's a constant line of people. I mean, you got a few big names down there too, like Jesse Link.
Oh, Jesse is fucking amazing.
Right?
I love.
He's
and
always
such
in
a
the
cool dude.
He's always in the booth that's 2 down from us, and it's like it's funny that they always put Mallory and him together because they got not the same shit at all.
Yeah,
not
no,
even close
no.
to the same shit.
But probably a
they're
similar
the
audience.
they're the only people that got animal stuff.
Yeah.
It's like everybody else is like, oh, cutesy otter on a T-shirt, or like fucking your awesome stuff, or other people have awesome shit too. Justin Hillgrove's got some.
That's
rad
good
shit.
though to put. I mean, because then like there's similar audiences too. So
Yeah.
from Jesse Link's audience and like your audience and everything, it's like it's this exchange.
Yeah.
And his work's amazing. Did you see his place in Pike's Place?
I have not yet. I need to get my ass down there. Me and him were talking about that at
It's
West
clean
Seattle.
too. It's fresh.
He's like, you gotta come down. I was like, I absolutely have
I
to.
mean, like with stuff like that, though, I always wonder, like, what is the return on that? Because now you have an overhead, right? Like
Yep.
you're renting the space, and is it profitable? Are you getting the
kinda
return?
sucks because he's like on a separate floor than the main floor, but
Yeah.
he's still bringing people. And I mean, people are just wandering around,
Yeah.
tourists and shit, and they're like, oh yeah, this is local to here. Let's do this.
Right. Yeah, that's true. I mean, like I always wonder with stuff with just like I'm always thinking like, what's the profit margin on different things? Is this worth it for me? What's the outcome looking like?
Oh,
you know?
shit.
Yeah.
Do you know it's 9 o'clock?
As
Do what? Out that door, turn right, and there's a light on up there. Don't use the sink.
yeah, the sink is outside.
Actually,
We'll edit this out.
you want to call this out now?
Yeah, we're probably gonna.
Yeah, this is-
yeah.
it's been
Because
a
and
lot.
then we were talking about food. I was like, yeah, we need to
Yeah,
get
I'm
some food.
hungry as
Hell.
I forgot lunch today, man. So I went to work and I'm like, God
No,
damn
you
it, I
gotta
ain't got
eat.
shit with
And
me.
it's 9
I
o'clock.
just worked through it. I left and I was like, I hit the store, grabbed some jerky and rolled out. I was like,
No, you gotta eat some real food.
I do.
And look, I got beer. I mean, what is this? I'm such a lightweight.
I got this weird red beer.
I'm such a fucking like. I'm like, what is this here? Travis Love.
Let me know. We got to let everybody else know. Where can we find you at?
You can find me on my website. That is like the pinnacle of success right there.
Yeah.
www.aohamer.com. So it's hammer with one M, or you can find me on the gram, Miss MIS_liberation.
All right.
Those 2 key spots where I'm at. I also have a Facebook fan page, A.O. Hamer, but it goes down in the DMs on the gram.
Wish I'd have known that trying to get a hold of you. So your Facebook message
text
was
is
like
good.
once a week.
Oh,
we messaged
yeah.
each other
Facebook
back.
messages. Oh, this shit is. Thank you so much, though. This has been fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Yeah, please
I'm
look
so
up her
excited
stuff
to see
and pay attention. Stick up for it in the next round, next episode, and I will be listing on the Facebook and Instagram and all that shit where I will be uploading these via audio when I get them done. Thank you very much. See ya.